Yeah, hello. My name is Dawson Mudenyo, and my Taiwanese name is Mudenyo. I am married to a very, very beautiful wife, Elizabeth, and we have God has given us 3 beautiful kids, 2 boys and 1 girl, and we also have many, many other sons and daughters that we have raised up. I am the director and among the founders of Step 30 organization in Kenya. Step 30, which is a partner organization with Taiwan. Step 30, founded by Eugene Yang, who is a big friend and my young brother. But Taiwan presents itself as the bigger brother or the bigger sister to us here. And I just want to say to Taiwanese people that this encounter between us and Taiwan was God ordained. We have had an opportunity in the past of working with people from other countries. No, I can't mention those countries, but many other countries. But the unique thing between us and Taiwan, and I don't know whether that is how the whole of Taiwan is, or it's just Step 30, but the big difference between Taiwan and any other organization we have worked with is that when Taiwan came into our lives, they saw us, first of all, as a family. They saw us as partners. They saw us as friends. And they did not just come here so that Kenyans can become their workers. They didn't just come here so that they can lead and direct what they wanted to do, but they saw the potential in Kenyans and stood by Kenyans so that they can help the Kenyans get the potential out of them. And you know, and the trust that Taiwan bestowed upon us as the Kenyan organization is something I've not seen happen with any other organization. Because Taiwan came into our lives, you entrusted us with all the resources, all the money, all the things, all the responsibilities, and you have always stood by our side whenever we execute our duties and our responsibilities, and wherever we have failed, whatever we have not done right, Taiwan has always been there to help us get things running the right way. And the vision has always been that after it's all done, Taiwan leaves a great family in Kenya, the family that keep going and keep touching their people. And the other thing that I've also learned from this relationship with Taiwan is how Taiwan is able to interpret our vision. That, you know, Taiwan comes in here and instead of loading their vision on Kenyans, is that they want to understand the vision of Kenyans so they can help Kenyans navigate that path. And so that has been the unique thing with between our relationship with Taiwan. And based on my past experience, based on many organizations that I've helped, you know, within Kenya, foreign organizations, a lot of foreign organizations will come in after some times, you know, just leave and go. They are discouraged, but Taiwan has never been discouraged. And we are together in this. We are a family, and we are going a long way. So and I'm here to share a journey that has taken over 10 years with a family, with the people that God brought into my life. And I don't know what to say, but I just want to look at Taiwan and say that Taiwan, you are really God ordained into our lives, that God ordained you. You know, you look like a small island, but the works, the impact that God has also used you to have in many countries, especially Kenya, where I come from, has just been something that we don't know what to say about. So I'm here to share my testimony or my journey of 10 years with Taiwan, a journey that began with a desire to help a child. It was a journey that began when there was that child without shoes, that child who was going to school with no shoes on, that child who had been so much infected with jiggers on their feet that they couldn't walk to school. And if they helped themselves into that school, there's no way they could sit in class and even concentrate. And so the desire was just to help that one child get a shoe on their feet and just clean them up and see that child feel like other children feel. But you know, it wasn't just one child, because you follow that child, you find out that in their home, there is even more children in the same state. You follow that child to school, you find out that even in that school, there is more other children that just look like them and just feel like them. And you follow those children in their homes, and you find that their homes are in pathetic condition. Their homes is a breeding ground for jiggers, and there was just no solution with all the overwhelming needs. And this prompted us to look for friends, prompted us to look for partners. And just like I'm saying, that a journey that just began with this one child has led us to a place where today, if we share with you the number of things that have happened as a result of that journey, or as a result of looking at one child, it's just amazing. Now, back in the year 2014, while looking for a shoe to give to this child, there was an opportunity that opened up. And one young man, by then, you know, I had an opportunity of talking to him on Skype, and I looked at him on the Skype. I couldn't really figure out, you know, how he looked like in real life until we met in Nairobi, and that was Eugene Young. And through Eugene Young, we received the first donation of shoes, and I was only expecting 200 pair of shoes. That was the maximum number of shoes I would have handled at a time. Because, you know, we will only buy 2, 3, 10, 20, 50 pair of shoes. And so after we requested for some shoes from Eugene through his father-in-law, who had told us that our friend Eugene in Taiwan, you know, that his father had a shoe factory one time, we were told that maybe we can get 2,000 shoes. Before then, we had a whole container coming into the country, a whole container with over 20,000 pair of shoes coming into our country. And that was the first relationship where we were establishing with Taiwan. Now, can you imagine that there are 20,000 pair of shoes coming from Taiwan, and those 20,000 pair of shoes are going to go into 20,000 feet? That means the first time is Taiwan is already getting involved in the life of 20,000 people, and each person who has that shoes goes into a home of 8 or 10. Now look at that. Look at how our life is getting influenced. So that's how we began, and then just through helping this child, through helping the school, you know, cleaning up children's feet and putting shoes on their feet, gave us other opportunities even to do other things. And that's now when we came in with doing schools, so that these children can learn in a conducive, in a good environment. And through this partnership, you can tell we have built nearly 7 schools. I remember we did one in Uganda, we did one in Busia, we did one Mount Elgon, we did 2 in Halwenge, another one in Remason, 3 in Westpok, and not even 10 schools plus. You know, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Now, like I've said, one need gave birth to another, or led to another need. You know, so looking at even the diet of these children and what they eat, I know that it was a big step that Step 30 took. And the big step was, hey, we can still be involved in the diets of these kids by training their mothers and by training their fathers to farm organically, to farm in an environment where they are taught on how to take care of their soil so that whatever they eat can become medicine to them. And this was so involving that it did not just stop at doing one thing. And so we're talking today of how many projects have been initiated through the partnership of Taiwan Step 30 and, with the drilling of boreholes, giving people water, giving people just so much, So it is a journey. It's a journey that began with a thought of putting a shoe on a child's feet to where we are today, that we can touch thousands and thousands upon thousands. So let me just, in a minute, talk about this relationship. I've mentioned to you about a number of projects that Step 30 have done, and you can go in the villages and measure the impact. You can see how lives have changed. You can see how people are drinking good water, and waterborne diseases have reduced in many areas. You can go in some areas where the water has been used for irrigation. You can go in some areas where child enrollment in school has increased because there was a facility, there was a school, built in that community. So there's just so much. But let me talk about our relationship. It was not easy. It was not easy in the beginning because Taiwan is coming into our life, and for the first time they are encountering Africans who are Kenyans they haven't worked with for long, and so we have to learn to build a relationship. So Taiwan, I want to thank God for you that you did not give up on us. Culturally we share a few things, but again, we don't do things the same way. So I know that many times we may have made you angry, but you still said, hey, we came here to help, and we want to help until the end. So Eugene, Young, you and your wife, Kara, you stayed with us here for a while. You went back to Taiwan, and look at this relationship for over 10 years. That every month you keep sending us Taiwanese who come to Kenya with love, who come and meet our people, who come and talk to our people, mingle with our people, share a meal with our people, pray with our people, wash our people's feet, clothe our people. This is such a love that we can't even explain, and just building such a relationship that has taken us from zero to where we are. I remember the first year in office. The first year in office, we couldn't even raise $1,000 for staff. We couldn't even raise $1,000 or do any project, But look at what we have done from where we are to where today we are touching thousands upon thousands, thousands upon thousands, and not just in giga treatment areas or in health, but we are touching thousands in food security, where many people have been taught how to do agriculture, how to farm God's way, and how to use their land correctly. We are touching people who have been taught how to reclaim their land, conserve their land, so that their animals also have got some best of the land to eat, and so they can grow. We are touching people who have been taught how to take care of their houses, their homes, their flowers, and look at these schools, look at these boreholes, look at green life, where people are eating green stuff, just fresh from their farms. Look at this kind of relationship. And not forgetting, Eugene, that you brought us a team here which taught us the Bible, just Bible overview from Genesis through Revelation, and your connection here with pastors, where you are here, and the missionary team going around the churches, working with pastors, working with church leaders, and helping us also to understand the business side of ministry. Yeah, there's just so much on my mind, on my heart to say about this relationship. But I'm looking like the 10 years brought us from zero to where we are today. And then there's another 10 years ahead of us, 20 years ahead of us, 50, 100 years ahead of us. And what I see with this relationship, I'm seeing us become one, and I I miss you guys. I miss you guys. I miss you guys. You know, I wanted to be here in person so that I can shake your hand. I can speak to you one-on-one. Eugene, I wanted to be in this event so that I know I can just speak to you and Kara and your kids and Step 30 family and the people for the massive work that the Lord has used you to do in Africa. But I just couldn't. But I pray that I'll be coming back, you know, soon, maybe October, maybe November, and be able again to link up so we can look at other areas of cooperation for us to grow and to help the people of Kenya. And finally, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, Eugene, that you had Kenya on your heart. Now, if you look at the number of volunteers you have sent to Kenya since 2014, they're in hundreds, you know. And if you look at the office managers that you send here, especially you sending to us Ruby, who has endured all the hardships in Kenya, who has endured all the harsh climate, gone through so much and still standing strong to be able to see this vision come to fruition, to completion. It's just amazing, and this takes the heart of God to do and be involved in this. So thank you so much, Eugene. Thank you so much, Taiwan. This shows the love that you, Taiwan, as a nation, you have had over many countries. And you know, you just did it. You just did it, and the reason you did it, we don't know, but we believe it is just your love for brethren, your love for other people. So I want to say thank you, Taiwan. Thank you, Taiwan people. Thank you, Taiwan president. Thank you, Taiwan government. Thank you, Taiwan church. And thank you, the people of Taiwan, especially Step 30 family and the connections that you established for us. Thank you. Shishe, asante.